dependence on people's memory. Technicians depend on memory to tell you where the pipeline is. Smart meters in these WSPs, where these meters are GSM enabled, creating more opportunities for the youth. And if I find an opportunity to sit in the cabinet as approved by this House, I would also be a champion to developing policies, not only in my ministry, but in other ministries that include and take care of public participation, especially the young people, inclusivity, and that their opinions are heard and they find the final decision or the final policy that is adopted as a country accommodates their issues.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Naisula.
Thank you, Speaker. Mr. Muga, my question is, if you are found suitable by this committee and the National Assembly to be the CS of water, sanitation, and irrigation, how will you balance the thin line between completion of existing and ongoing projects and starting new ones? And you should just have in mind, if approved, these members of parliament and many others who are not here will be knocking your door, saying there's this project in my constituency, and I want to know whether you'll also be intimidated. Some of these members who are third-timers, fourth-timers, older than you, bigger than you. Please, Kenyans would like to know how you'll be dealing with that. Then the second question is, I want to pick your thought on the many water agencies we have in this country. We have them in Regional Development Authority, we have some under the Ministry of Water, and what purpose they serve. You know, they're all serving the same communities. We're giving funds to a certain regional development body. We're giving another one to a water agency. The money for development is lesser than the recurrent expenditure. I want to pick your thoughts whether that is a prudent use of resources for us as a country.
Hold, Eric will take another one. Posing.
Thank you, Speaker. For the nominee, I don't know whether you know what you are almost, should you be approved, where you're going, what the kind of industry you're going in. And maybe to help Honorable Chair and Chairman and Speaker, two things. One, there are dams which are already built, and some of them are 50% in this country, big dams. Some of them 50%, some of them 60%, 70% in terms of completion. And an example is one which is in my county. As an example, there are many in this country, but I'll give you one example, which is Muruny Dam, which costed about like 10 billion Kenya money, but it's not complete. Now with the austerity measures or finance bill having been rejected, and many debate about now where we're going to get money, what will be your proposal on how to deal with that? Because PPP, which we suggested, is actually a future dams. But there are dams which are almost 80–90% complete, which are going to stall. And I hope you know what it means if a project is stalling like that. It means the contractor will be out of the ground, or is already out of the ground anyway, and then he's going to, whatever is asking government, that's accumulating interest. You know, so we will end up paying, rather than now paying 10 billion, we might do 20 billion. So what we do about that? Number two, there is a cancer which many Kenyans don't know. And I want to tell you, nominee, should you be appointed, please make sure, take care of this. From audit perspective, we have realized that as a country, there are again so many dams which were built using loans, right, from outside this country, from developing agencies or banks and so on. And that loan, MOGA, is being paid by National Treasury as exchequer, which means from our taxes. And those Kenyans who are paying those taxes, for example, are not even enjoying that water. So there's been a serious debate that even those agencies which run this water, those now regional agencies, they don't pay. So National Treasury ends up mobbing out taxes to pay for the loan about those projects. Therefore, there was a proposal, MOGA, There was a proposal in the discussion to say, why don't we charge a levy from the waters that we used to build using these loans, so that the National Treasury can build that loan? What will be your opinion as you come in? Will you agree with that opinion? And if you don't agree, what will be the future? Will we pay taxes on water?
Too long, Posing. You have made your point.
Or is it too long?
Yes.
I thought I was building the point so that they can understand. Sometimes, Honorable Speaker,
You've made the point.
yes, but sometimes we also help them to get knowledge. It's true.
Okay.
And there's a reason why we are in this committee, Chair. There's a reason.
You've got the question. Start with Naisula, go to Posing.
Thank you, Speaker. If I may respond to Honorable Nesula's question on the lean line between completion of projects and starting new projects. As I initially stated, I am well aware of our austerity measures. However, projects that have been started have already, Kenyans and the taxpayer has already sunk money in these projects. Honorable Nesula, through the Speaker, my target would first of all to complete these projects and ensure that Kenyans get value for their money. How do they get value for their money? Through connections. The only proof that we are truly working as a country towards achievement of Vision 2030 of 100% water connectivity is by completing the projects and actually having connections to Kenyans. I agree it's a thin line between, because the House members may want new projects in their areas. And I would like to be reasonable. And we'll ask the Speaker, the same matter might come to your House again, to protect me, because members, Kenyans have already spent money on old projects that are not helping anyone. Unless we complete this, then we'll have a chain of incomplete projects throughout the country. And the Vision 2030, and well aware that water is one of the SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, we will not achieve that by 2030. The second question from Honorable Nesula through the Speaker was on my thoughts on the many water agencies we have in this country. Our constitution is very clear, and the Water Act 2016, on the establishment of institutions that are required to man and manage the water affairs of the country. In case there is need to review this, I will be open to advisement through, of course, consultation, because I'm a team player, and wide research to see whether we can channel that to a centralized system that is easier to monitor and save the recurrent expenditure that Honorable Nesula is worried about.
Will members intimidate you?
If I may answer the question, Honorable Speaker, I think don't look at the size and think you can easily intimidate me. So I'm comfortable in my shoes. I think I have proven that for many years that I've lived. Thank you. Or want to answer? Honorable Kosing, through the Speaker, I would like to make it clear that I'm well aware of his dam. He has been vocal about this for many sessions in the House and in the previous, my predecessor, who was vetted on nominee on water. And I understand that his dam is approximately 50% complete. He has stated that almost 10 billion Kenya shillings have been sunk into the project. And now we are facing austerity measures, and this dam was not one of the PPP projects.